All right, back again. We're out here in Assembly Row. Once again with Zeta. Zeta, you want to tell us about yourself?
Hi. I'm Zena Rockwell. I'm currently kind of having a little bit of a struggle in my life.
And transitioning through.
And I'm going through my transition. It's all kind of hit me all at once.
Okay.
It's kind of like...
Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
And I came out here 4 years ago to work. And I was doing work in cannabis.
Okay. Like dispensaries?
I was on the production side.
Okay.
I was working for mostly just companies that were distributing to just about any place just around all of Massachusetts.
You can grab a seat over here.
Okay.
So how does that work? Now, when you had moved out here, were you transitioning then, or would you identify as a guy back then?
At that time, yes, I'd already started that transition. I started the transition in 2020.
All right.
So I've been at this for about 6 years.
Okay. So how was that as far as work, and how's that been as far as getting jobs? Did it hindered you in any way, or? It
didn't hinder me until 2024.
Okay. So what happened in 2024?
In 2024, watch for your step there. In 2024, I lost my job either because of the political climate or not. I have no way to prove it.
Yeah, was that job that was Massachusetts then, right?
That was Massachusetts, yeah.
Well, the political climate's still been blue in Massachusetts. I feel like this should be like a safer state.
You would think, but in weed, even though I would argue the dispensaries definitely make it seem like it's all LGBTQ accepted, everyone's accepted. No, it's very black and white.
Okay.
That world is very black and white.
Well, you would think most industries are, right? I mean,
yeah, you'd think that industry is so wide and open. It's not.
So, how have you found it in Boston as a whole? You said it's been welcoming here, or?
Welcoming as a city, but the jobs, not so much.
Okay. Let's go grab a seat on this bench real quick. I fucking hate geese. They fucking attack, and I want to go near them. We've been walking around them. I'm going to find a seat and get this interview going here. Out here chain smoking like I do. Back with Zeta. We found a bench to sit on. So, you grew up in New Jersey. That was like was it like a blue collar family, white collar?
It was a conservative town that I grew up in.
Okay.
And I don't know. I didn't really like it much.
Now, how was it growing up? When did you first realize, like,
that I was different?
Yeah, you're different.
I didn't really have the words for trans until like much later in life.
Okay.
Much earlier in life, it was more like gay or lesbian or bi, pansexual, but that wasn't even really considered. At the time, it was like considered straight, but not in some ways.
Okay. Now, did you come out as a young age, as gay to your parents, or?
I came out as a young age as pan.
What age was that?
Like around like 13, 14.
Okay. So like high school, early high school?
Yeah.
Now, how was that in high school, that experience?
It was strange. I kind of knuckled under and stayed straight for a while. I stayed straight, actually, I would say, until about 26.
Okay.
And right around 27 is right when I came out to everything.
Okay. Now, at that time when you were straight, did you date girls, go to prom?
I dated girls. I went to prom. I did most of the, I don't even care about what I'm about to say in this moment.
You say whatever you want.
I had hetero sex all the way up until I was 26. And then...
How old are you now?
I am asexual.
What age are you?
I'm 33.
33, so that would be, give or take, 7 years?
7 years.
7 years, okay. Now, have you sworn off woman as a whole?
No, I actually identify as asexual lesbian.
Okay. Identify as a hetero lesbian.
Okay. And no, I still am interested in girls.
If you had to say your top, which woman in your mind, if they had to pull you back to the hetero side, what type of woman would it be?
A big girl.
Big girl?
Yeah.
Any skin type? Latinas? Like the chocolate chip honey dips?
No,
White girls?
I'm an all flavor.
All
type.
flavor. Variety's the spice of life, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Well, okay, so let's go from here. What we got for you? You grew up conservative. Conservative?
Conservative, yeah.
Okay, did you go to church growing up?
No. My parents were atheist, but they grew up in a conservative area, so they identified as conservative people.
So you never had a struggle with like religion and how that felt?
No.
You're not religious now?
No, they never pushed religion.
Okay. But how about you personally? Did you ever get any conflicts with that? And okay.
No. I've never ran against needing to commit to a holy power of any kind.
Okay. So what are some of the struggles you face now, present day? Are you employed now?
No, I am unemployed.
Unemployed? And are you dating?
I am dating.
You have
I have a boyfriend and I have a girlfriend.
Oh, so you do have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I thought you said the last time was when you were 27.
Oh no, I meant like I've had girlfriends in like the hetero sense, but now I have girlfriends in the, I guess, lesbian sense.
Okay. And they're both cool with the open relationship?
Yes.
So in the
poly sense.
Now the guy you're dating, is he like a masculine guy?
No, they're physically a woman, but like hair wise they have like a beard and hair in certain places.
Oh, so is it two biological women?
It biologically they're a woman, but like
both of them.
Biologically both they're women, but one of them looks more masculine and the other one is very much feminine.
All right. I need a second to process that. I'm processing it all right now. You know, since they came out with like, you know, I grew up with gay, straight, bi, lesbian, gay.
Right.
Right? And then nowadays you got like 25 flags.
Oh, yeah.
It's like trivia now. You see one, I'm like, hold on, what's that one? Asexual and andro.
Oh yeah,
and
like, there's so many flags.
Now, do you know all the flags? If I was to trivia you on these flags, would you know them?
Oh God, no. I mean, I know my flags, the flags that I associate with, but like the flags that are around, no, good God, no. It's like
it's a lot. It's like calculus, you know?
It's oh God, yeah, it's like calculus. There is just like it's like so many patterns for just like one spectrum.
Yeah.
And then an echelon of another in another spectrum, and then another in another spectrum. It's ongoing because the idea is that we don't just like one choice in, I don't know if it's just
multiple choice. You have multiple.
I don't know if it's just one choice in America. I would say it's one choice around the world per se.
Growing up, my teachers always told me I was on the spectrum. But I think that was more a mental thing. I don't know. But maybe you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, like on the spectrum kind of almost also somehow winds up. It's like you're on the spectrum. That also could mean like your mind is not just on the spectrum. You're also sexually on the spectrum as well.
All right, so let's see. How has it affected your family life? Have they embraced you? Are you like, don't talk to your family?
My mother is passed.
Sorry to hear about that, mine too.
That is okay. And my father took a while to get into the habit of calling me his daughter.
Okay.
It took him like 2 to 3 years to really get it down pat to have him call me his daughter.
Now, what's he do for a living?
He's retired.
What did he do?
He was a programmer, under contract. He was a contractor.
Okay.
Get commissions to work for people.
Okay. So you say in general, your family, if they support you, like
yeah, my father.
They're supportive for the most part.
Well, financially supportive.
Okay.
Emotionally supportive, not so much, but financially supportive.
Okay. Okay, so he loves you from a distance. You would say something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying like from Jersey, but from.
Yeah, he's.
Does he tell you he loves you still? And
I mean, like he.
I mean, if he calls you his daughter, I guess that would be trying to be supportive.
Yeah, but I feel like when we say "I love you," it's always come out weird because we're not really affectionate people.
Okay.
I've never really hugged my father as a boy, and I don't know if I would hug my father as a girl.
Yeah. I mean, my father, he's old school blue collar construction. If I ever told him, he'd just look at me like I'm crazy. He don't hug me now. You know, he don't tell me he loves me now, but you know, that's just, I feel like that generation, that's just kind of how they were. You know what I mean?
I mean, my father is a boomer, from the boomer generation.
How old is he?
He's 75.
Yeah, so my father's about the same age.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that word gets tossed around a lot, though. My daughter calls me a boomer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm fucking 40. I'm 40 years
I
old.
was gonna say that's not.
It's like, what the fuck?
You're not. That's not. No,
How's it affected your social life?
I would say some people have embraced it and other people have not.
I'm sure you made some good friendships and bonds throughout the, I mean,
I feel like I've made stronger bonds out here than I have in Jersey.
okay. But you embraced your new life out here for the most part, right?
Yes, I have. I really have.
Where you kind of let the old life go out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some of your friends growing up probably assholes, and you know, I mean, it happens. I told my daughter, I said, don't make too many friends in high school. You don't even hang out with those kids when you get older.
I mean, like, I'm only mildly interested in my high school reunion only because I want to see how everyone has changed.
Okay.
And
well, you want to show them how you have changed?
Yeah, of course.
Surprise, surprise, motherfuckers! Here I am.
Right, and
you know what I mean?
I mean, there was a point to transitioning myself.
Okay.
With pills, but I didn't need to change my voice.
So are you on like estrogen and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm on hormone replacement.
So let me ask you this, because from what I know from maybe my past uses with anabolic steroids, does that affect your sex drive in a negative way?
Depending on how you look at it, I suppose.
Well, how do you feel? Because when I'm on testosterone or on cycle, I'm ready to go at all times. And I have to take estrogen blockers because when your testosterone raises, your estrogen raises.
Right.
Now, if my estrogen's to raise, I feel like that would kill my... I mean, I'm pretty sure scientifically it's supposed to kill your sex drive.
It essentially does, but in a way where, like, you don't need it as much as you want it.
Yeah.
It's more like you can want it in a way where it doesn't come on and now you're just consistently on this sex drive.
Yeah.
You can't get out of this, pattern, and you just got to finish until you're completed. Versus where I'm at, I can just kind of like get into a situation and pull out at any time and be done with it because the sensations are all that matter at this point.
No pun intended on it. That was very plentiful right there.
Very, very plentiful.
Well, I mean, you're doing better than me. You got two girlfriends, a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. I got one, you know. And I don't think she'd ever allow a third. So how do your boyfriend and your girlfriend feel about each other? You guys all together? Are they together? Or they're
No. I date them individually.
Okay. And they don't get jealous?
No.
They don't get a little obsessive? Hey, that's mine right there. That's all me.
No.
Huh?
Poly allows for people to not be jealous of each other.
I feel like, but human instinct, like, I could sit here and say, I'm poly, pro poly, but if I see another guy touching my girl, I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. I'm super jealous. I'm super obsessive.
I see that.
Protective, you know?
I see that for
like
some
that's
people.
mine.
No, I see that for some people.
Call it territorial.
But I feel like it's also, you know, it's employed the ability on how we all share.
Okay.
And some people just share naturally as opposed to being territorial.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind sharing food or water or, you know, necessities, but...
No, but I
look at my wife like that's a holy thing. It's a sanctuary. That's not for nobody else.
No, that's what
You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
Yeah.
That some people are territorial and some people are not, in that sense.
What would you tell a young person that's thinking about transitioning? Around the same age, maybe 13, 14, 15, 18.
I would say to them that if they feel that they are what they are, then they should speak up. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah. But do you think there's like, you know, would you, how about for like a 13-year-old? Do you think that's too young to actually know what you want in life? Or, I mean, at that point, you're not really able to vote, you know, because I mean, we all wanted things when we were young teenagers that we don't want now. We want to be things that we don't want now.
Well, there was when I was looking into transitioning, there was a process that was described to me where if you were discovered young, you would go through therapy from 13 to 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 16, you would start taking
Hormones.
the hormones.
But at that age, you can't even join the military and you can't even vote, you know?
But then, I think it's like you take like measurements of getting into it until you're really into it at like 18.
Okay. All right. What other experiences and challenges have you faced?
Mostly getting back into it. Mostly getting back into a job. It seems I can make friends and I can form relationships, but when it comes to applying for a job...
Now, what's your career field of choice?
My career field of choice would be, if I finally can settle down on a place, which maybe hopefully soon. My girlfriend is offering me her couch, or my friend is offering me a place.
Mm-hmm.
But if one is more expensive than the other, then I'm going to go with my girlfriend. I want to start school for funeral home science and mortician work.
Okay. Like,
because I want to...
Working at a morgue.
Not even just working at a morgue, at some point apprenticing past the point where I need to apprentice, and then opening my own place.
Okay.
Because I would like to have an all-inclusive place that accepts everyone. I mean, sure, that probably means I'm going to have to do some funerals that I'm not going to enjoy. But
Well, you'll always be in business. People always dying, so it's not a saturated market.
No, of course.
As far as employment and being transitioned, Have you ever went down any other roads? Like I know a lot of the transitioner girls get into, you know, I hate to say it, but like prostitution and selling pics or whatever.
Oh,
anything like that.
Any of that? No, I haven't thought of doing.
Have you seen that in the trans community as being something that's?
Yes, I have seen.
I know I have with the trans that I know.
I have seen it in the trans community.
I've also seen a lot of drug addiction, but turning to it just to cope when they do that sex work. Because you know I come from a sex work industry, working in a strip club and all that stuff, and
you gotta make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, that's the thing that even gets, you know, all the girls in it, even biological, and that, you know, they turn to whatever they're taking or to cope with it or keep performing. And have you experienced any of that, or have you seen any of that in the community?
I would say I have. I unfortunately have only ever seen these people at bars.
Okay.
But I've never truly seen them in the act.
Now, what are the big bars for trans women in Boston or intersex?
The Scholars Bar in Boston.
I don't know what that is.
It's in downtown.
It's over there by, I know where Jack Hugh or whatever, Jack Hugh.
Yeah.
I know that one. I know Legacy.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Candy Bar. I think Candy Bar is like, I don't know if it really is a gay bar, but it's connected to one.
Okay.
I mean, I worked in that area for the last 10 years. And I always see them go down that way. What are some other ones? I know Alston, where I work in Alston, it seems to be a big trans community there.
Yes. It's Alston, Brighton, those areas are very trans queer.
I mean, when I say 1 out of every 4 biological males I'll see in a dress, I mean, that's no exaggeration.
No, of course.
And they're out there. It's like, I recently started working at a place a couple months ago, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, this neighborhood is definitely trans neighborhood.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before. It's also like an Asian name. It's like the new Chinatown too.
Oh, wow.
I say that in a couple of my videos.
Oh, wow.
How about what are your thoughts on trans and the suicide rates? They say they have the highest suicide rates.
Well, considering I was at a inpatient myself for suicidal ideation, I'd argue that the rates are very high.
They're very high. I mean, statistically, they are very high.
I feel like what I watch on Instagram is very... It's not just fear-mongering, it's very scary.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want anybody to hurt themselves, you know, whether you're Democrat, Republican, whatever. I mean, we're all together here. How do you think society as a whole could help that with the trans community and not say, well, it's just all trans in your head and this is what you're suicidal because you guys struggle with this as a community? Because I feel like for the most part the community's opening or open to trans. I definitely don't experience probably what you experienced. You know what I mean? So what would be your advice to people who are not trans, that how could they help with this high suicide rate or being understanding, or what would you want us to know?
To just ask questions and to be open to maybe not getting answers.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is as foregoing as someone like me.
Yeah.
I just happen to be, you know, into the science and the social nature of being trans, that talking about this is easy for me, but like I would say a good percentage of my community would find these questions hard to answer because
of course,
they're lost themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all lost, whether you're man, woman, trans, intersex.
Like, I feel like when I go to those, the groups, the self-help groups.
So there are support groups.
Yeah, there are. It's called BATS.
BATS.
Boston. Something trans help.
Okay.
Something.
Are there any more you can name in case anybody trans watching this that need help or outreach or they don't know where to go?
No, that's the only one I know of.
Okay, so that's a good one for you.
Yeah, I've been to BATS. They meet in Cambridge and they meet in Dorchester, and it's just to discuss, whatever issues people are having with transitioning, or how you feel about your body being the way it is, going through it, waiting for it to be something that you want it to be versus what it is right now, or something like that.
And you had said earlier that you were trans feminine, which means you were first going to be a woman.
Oh, I was gonna go for the full Monty at one point.
The whole snip everything.
I was going to turn this into a vagina.
Okay.
And I was going to put more breast tissue up here. Back when I first met this person who had kind of awoken me to myself, essentially. Although they're also intersex themselves, and they hate themselves.
Okay.
So when they awoken me to it, they were like, "You're a woman. You're not an intersex person."
Was this an older person?
Yes, this person was older.
And how old were you at this time?
I was 27.
So you were an adult?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she kind of decided that the word had to be corrective surgery.
Okay.
And that, it would make me feel like a complete woman.
And how long before you decided that you were actually intersex and you wanted to be both sex?
Well, it took about...
Or you are?
Well, it took about 2 years for me to get all the things together for the surgeries, for the first surgery to come together.
Okay.
And then when I finally had the conversation and talk about it, when I realized there was a 50-50 chance of them fucking it up and needing more surgery.
Jeez.
And...
The lower part?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Needing more surgery, or always having to excessively clean it. The dilating I was not really interested in.
So you want to keep it more for medical reasons and not... Is that the main deterrent was the medical?
I kept my everything right where it was because I didn't want anything. I didn't need to deal with extra cleaning. My life is just not, set in a situated position where I can just have like months at a time to really develop this kind of situation. So I really just didn't picture it in my head where I'm just like, oh, I have the time to do this. No, I don't have the time to do this. So it was like half time constraint issues. There was just like lots of issues in general that came up with the idea of just like having to actually self-dilate. There's the description about it is you will face pain.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with the pain.
Then comes the pain meds and all that stuff.
Until it's no longer painful for you.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years? What are the goals? Your goals?
5 to 10 years from now, I am hopefully in
Kid's gonna get attacked. Never chase a geese.
No, of course not. I see myself in an apprenticeship at a funeral home.
Okay.
Hopefully working as a mortician.
In your transition, where do you see that?
I'm just gonna keep taking the hormones as it is. It doesn't. I'd rather express my feminine side over my masculine side. I gave my masculine side 26 years, and now I want to give the rest of my life my feminine side.
Okay. And if for somebody that was to see you in the street or to see you on this, what would be the first thing you'd want them to know about you as a person?
That I'm not a threat to them.
Okay.
That I'm just a normal person. That I don't have a mecha vagina
Okay.
or anything like that.
How do you feel about nurture versus nature as far as being gay? Do you think it's something people will learn behavior? You think you're born like a certain way? A mixture of both, or?
I feel it's a mixture of both on some level. I feel like innately when you're young, you have a sense of what you think is gay, but you don't really know what is gay until maybe later in life, I feel, because the examples you get maybe when you were a child, I feel, are not the same examples that you know to this day.
Do you think there's an agenda pushing homosexuality on people, like a psyop? That's something you don't think the media, things they show, anything like that?
I think if you I think it's about if you find it, you will find it. But if you aren't searching for it, you won't find it.
So with the influx of homosexuality, you think that maybe just, let's say 100 years ago, it just wasn't talked about enough for people to realize it and pursue that?
Oh no, homosexuality was very apparent in the 1800s. They just, let's just say it was like a silent thing no one talked about. It was just like under...
But you think the rate of people were still the same? You don't think there's been an influx in it? You think just people are more open to it?
I just think the media has put a lot of spotlight on it, per se, now, more than ever. But in many ways, there's been a spotlight on it at all times. I feel like it just seems within the last few years or so that the spotlight has been there forever.
You all right?
I think only because it's been loud in the last 10 years is why it feels like it's been louder than that for longer than that.
That was a lot of good stuff right there. I'm coming to a blank here. What to ask you? What is the #1 food in the trans community?
#1 food.
You're speaking for people now, so.
Coffee.
Coffee? Why is that? That's a drink.
It's definitely considered a food.
A lot of work staying up. You stay up and.
I would argue it's a food because coffee shops is where a lot of queer people end up working.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah. I mean, my boyfriend works at a coffee job called Pavement.
I know what that is.
And they used to...
Well, I know the one in Brighton is.
Well, there's one in... where's that? Downtown Massachusetts. It's on
downtown Boston. Yeah.
It's on Mass Ave.
Okay.
Or it's near Mass Ave.
I would argue all people love coffee. That might be every.
Oh yeah.
Every.
Oh no.
Preference is drink.
Every preference loves coffee. But queer people seem to have it as their baseline in their in their system.
All right. What about food? Physical, like a meal type food, not a liquid, a solid.
Probably a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger? I did a cheeseburger walk. I love cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers, great. What else can I ask you here? What else are you gonna tell me? This is the first time I ever vlogged and I left the camera running. Usually I do like a minute video walking around. It's been 32 minutes straight, non-stop action. How about this? If you were to be a woman, right? Say you embrace your feminine side. What's one actor, actress you would emulate? That would be your perfect example of a woman. Hair color, everybody. I want to know everything.
Oh, who's the actress who plays the Scarlet Witch in Marvel?
And what is it?
I'm trying to think of the Russian chick who plays the Scarlet Witch in Marvel. I don't know.
I don't watch them. But...
I'm trying to think of someone who's Baltic, because I'm Baltic.
Okay. What's your ethnicity background?
Baltic, English, Native American, German, Latvian. So, actually, the Latvian is the Baltic.
Now, how long you have that hairstyle there?
Oh, I've been doing this for a little while. I've decided to do this in the summer, and in the winter I let it grow out.
All right. Always like that greenish hue?
It changes color throughout the year. I'm gonna add orange soon, and then purple.
How do you feel about drag queens and the makeup and all that? Kind of scary, right?
Sometimes I feel like it's not that they go too far.
It kind of looks like monsters. I think it kind of looks like they look a little scary.
I feel like sometimes they try too hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they go for the soft look, but sometimes they get those wings up and they get that. It just looks like something's under your bed gonna crawl out and get you. You know what I mean? Have you ever experienced any hatred? Hate crimes?
Yes. Mostly in New Jersey, though. When I was staying with my father, I would go out for walks.
Okay.
And people would, in a normal way, I would say, the whole like paranoid stance of saying, "Oh, the world is out to get me."
Mm-hmm.
No, it felt like the world was out to get me, because when I would go out walks, these people in their cars would kind of slow drive going past me and give me stink eye.
Now, have you ever got or felt like you ever get any openly hate from a person, but secretly they want you, they're into you? Or people that act like they hate you and they're behind closed doors or something else?
One guy randomly I let hang out with me didn't know that I was intersex in any way. He thought I was a full woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you didn't tell him?
Well,
or you thought he knew?
I thought he knew. Because sometimes I feel like, and this isn't to be racist, sometimes I think straight melanin men see right through me.
Straight, what is it?
Black men.
Black men? See
right through me. And
like how? Like they know you're...
They just like hear my voice and they're like, "Oh, hey bro, what's up?" And I mean, he saw my ass. He saw how I walked, and he just assumed until he went to grope me. And found out, you know, oh, you really still have a penis there still.
So he thought it was gone.
Yeah, no, he
But
thought,
that you once had it.
No, yeah, he already thought I had been transitioned.
Okay.
But, or he thought I was a woman, either one.
Okay. Well, where did you meet him? Just in the street?
Just on the street. He was driving by, and he saw me once, and then he saw me again, and it was like he figured it was his cue to be like, well, I'm gonna say hi to this girl and try to get in her pants or something like that.
So how did that end? Did he just freak out? Did he try to get physical, threaten you, or?
No, we shared a joint.
After the fact?
No, before him touching me.
Well, I'm saying after he touched you, was there like any escalation?
Oh no, he switched from being interested in me to how do you want to prefer yourself? Do you see yourself as a girl or a boy? And then I tried to tell him I was intersex or something like that, and he took that as being a boy, and he just he switched from calling me a girl to dude and bro.
And you think that was out of not respect for you, but...
I mean, like, he didn't really even ask to touch me. He kind of just touched me.
Yeah.
So I kind of didn't really like that.
What else? I'll tell you what, I take a piss break because my old man bladder. Let's think of some more questions and we can transition to that side of the street.
Oh yeah, no, sure.
That was a pun intended right there. That was a good one, right?
Yeah, that was good.
I thought it was good too. All right. We are back at Assembly Row. I did do a vlog. I did a pizza place over here with my wife, but it wasn't enough. It was that night we did one lap, so I do got to do Assembly Row. But I do got to take a piss because I'm chugging coffee like I do. And I got to pee every 5 fucking minutes, dude. All right.
I'm gonna have to turn it on right now.
Oh, don't turn it on? You take a pause?
No, we're taking a.
All right.
Take a pause for a second.
All right. She's got a question when we get back. All right, so we just used the bathroom. Another question came up. Which bathroom do you prefer to use? Which one do you use, and in what setting?
So, when I'm in Massachusetts, I find that I can use the female restroom, and it's fine.
Okay.
I find that no one cares or stares or whatever.
Okay.
I find that there's also a lot of gender-neutral bathrooms in Massachusetts, so I don't really run into a problem. However, when I'm in a more conservative area, I do have a piss jar.
Do you?
Yes. So, when I'm in an area where I feel like I'm going to run into someone religious or someone who just likes to stare in kind of an uncomfortable way, I decide to use a piss jar in my car.
All right. How does that make you feel? Kind of dehumanizing, or is it?
It gives me more privacy, honestly.
How does it make you feel as a person? That you know.
But it doesn't.
Do you
really
understand as far as certain people saying?
But it does make me feel like I have to hide myself.
Yeah.
In a way that kind of feels unfair and almost stupid.
Well, so would you argue, let's see, that there should be 3 bathrooms, or you should be able to use the bathroom of your preference?
I argue there should be 3.
3. Because I know me as a father, like you say you're intersex, right?
Yes.
So you still have the man version of you that you still accept, and then the female.
Right.
If my, at the time, 5-year-old daughter had used the bathroom, I would feel uncomfortable if I saw a guy, whatever he identifies as, Because, you know, you got to be safe around your kids around family members, let alone somebody, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a man, especially a men have a predatory nature, just in general.
Right.
Like men. So I would get uncomfortable with, you know, intersex with a young girl in a bathroom. But at 3 bathrooms, I understand that wouldn't bother me at all. You know?
I also think that there should be 3 sports teams.
Yeah, so the women's is, how you feel about trans and women's sports?
I think that to get off this whole track of we're more concerned of who's got more strength, who's got more speed, who's got more endurance, and who's got it all in what categories, I think that trans should have its own category.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I was in the Army and I get it. Like, when I was in the Army, females weren't allowed in combat units just because it's not that some of them can't do it, but physically, the workload and, you know, men are stronger. Men are, you know what I mean? And you just can't.
Or just testosterone in general.
You can't argue that.
Has the ability to retain muscle better than estrogen.
And this is facts. This is science. But sometimes, like, perfect example. I'm a Republican, right? For me to say that, I would get a lot of hate from certain people in the trans community. You know, if I said, hey, men should be men's sports, women should be women's sports, there should be no switching it up. As a man, I get a lot of hate for saying that. So how do you feel about the trans community, and do you think it's divided on that topic?
I would say that that they're divided on this topic?
Yeah, like probably much other topics like the bathroom, but I feel like a lot of trans people would argue that they should be in women's sports, that once they transition, they're a woman, and they should be able to do that when...
Yes, then I feel like in a lot of transitioned people's eyes, they see themselves as the established gender that most binary people know. Even if physically, even though physically or visually physically, that might not even be true.
Now, what would you say to those people?
I still would call them what they would want to be called. Sure.
Is what you can think without walking.
Oh, sure. I would still call them whatever they want to be called. But in the back of my mind, I know that the rest of the world, the straight, hetero world, will not receive them in the way that they want to be received.
I mean, you're never going to make everybody happy, right?
No.
Yeah. Let's do a couple hot takes here. Hot take number 1. What are your thoughts on furries?
I'm not against the community. I think they're kind of blinded to themselves. They say that they're not animals, but they want to dress as animals.
It kind of promotes bestiality there, right?
A little bit.
In like in a cartoonish way, which is, I think, is kind of weird. But I mean, to each their own. But I don't know, the whole concept of a furry. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. The LGBTQ
IA plus.
IA. How many letters do you keep that going with? Let's hear from you. Start with L.
LGBTQIA plus.
What's the plus? There's gonna be more letters.
Plus would be the spectrum, I believe.
Well, name some of them. Yeah, name them. Let me see how long this alphabet goes.
Asexual, gray sexual, agender.
What the hell is a gray sexual?
Gray sexual is somebody who.
They're old?
No, it's how you prefer sex.
What's going on, brother?
Like that.
What would it be? What is a gray sexual?
I kind of have to look these up, unfortunately.
You're supposed to be the expert here. How do you think about and I already know your answer, the P. They say they're supposed to be embracing like pedophilia as long as you don't act on it. Like I see some of the pride things where they have like babies and the people in diapers.
Oh, that's like the ABDL community.
What is that? ADDL?
ABDL.
And how do you feel about that community?
The adult baby diaper community.
And how do you look at that?
It's expressing some form of childhood that they missed in their younger years, or something like that.
I mean,
or like,
but in a sexual way, and isn't that inappropriate in a sense? I mean,
it's inappropriate.
Not in a sense, just in general. I mean,
I would say it's inappropriate to those who don't understand it.
I mean, when is dressing an adult like a baby and then making it sexual ever okay, right? Like, I understand they're adults, but isn't the idea behind it kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
I don't personally get it.
Me either.
I'm not a part of the community myself, no.
I mean, I don't get that either, man. I'm open to like all people and everything, but that whole concept of children, it's like, I'll fucking kill you, you know? What else? I don't know. It's like the most gay thoughts I've ever had running around my head. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. Tell me something. Come on. This is your interview.
Let's see. I would say that the trans community has a lot of snowflakes.
Meaning? Like liberals?
Like liberal, but also very
sensitive?
Like sensitive and one-sided.
Okay.
Like being sensitive is good, being queer is good, being out and queer is good, and not having my morals questioned is also good.
Okay.
But I'd argue that I feel like people don't like that there are a lot of people who are not feeling shame for themselves anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where the divide comes down.
Now, do you think, what are the odds if I got you a beautiful big booty Colombian girl, what are the odds of her pulling you back to the other side? You think it's zero? You think there's a chance there?
I mean, I could be straight, but I don't have enough I don't have enough testosterone to keep up with someone like that anymore.
Well, you can always get it back, right? Go to the doctor, say, hey, give me some testosterone. It's time to be a bull in a china shop.
It's not that simple. I'd have to like go through a whole rigmarole process of like.
But hypothetically,
someone could turn me straight again? I don't know. I still see myself as straight somewhere down the line.
Yeah, because you're just make it clear, not trans feminine, intersex. This is intersex.
Yes.
So both.
Yes.
Okay. There's another word for that I heard. Is it twin flame?
Oh, two-spirit.
Two-spirit. I've heard that before. And it means you have a man spirit, woman spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the yin and the yang. How you feel about that?
I felt that for a little while, that I had two different spirits of one in one body,
Okay.
but I realize I am one spirit in one body, that is genetically two things.
What is your spirit animal?
Fox.
Fox? Why fox?
Because it's a hybrid kind of a creature. It has cat-like energy, but dog-like prowess.
Okay.
I think we're up around cats and dogs.
Alright.
So I feel the hybrid nature of both.
Okay.
And in a sense, I feel like a hybrid myself.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right?
I mean, genetically,
Yeah, you're a hybrid. You are. It's a hybrid.
I have an extra X chromosome.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you the difference between man and woman chromosomes. I know there's Y's and X's. I couldn't tell you which one's which.
Oh no, X is women.
YX.
XX is women and XY is men. I am XXY.
But not born that way, but now.
No, I'm born that way.
So...
Born that way as in like when I was 12,
So explain that to me.
When I was 12, 13, I developed tits.
Really?
I had C tits.
How?
I just developed C tits.
Not from weight gain.
No.
They were actual breasts.
Yes.
So you think your estrogen was affected at a young age?
I've always had a very low sperm count. Extremely low sperm count.
What do you think would be the cause of that?
I'd argue it had something to do with being XXY, meaning that I always had estrogen characteristics growing up. I had almost no body hair.
What was your childhood like? Were you athletic? Did you play sports?
Yeah.
Be out in the sun playing, drinking water?
Yeah.
Or were you like video gaming?
No, I was out playing sports. I did soccer as a kid. It was the only sport I didn't get made fun of in.
I always felt soccer's a little gay anyway. Right? A little bit. You see how they get injured there? It's gotta be a little bit gay. They faked injuries. What other sports did you play? Football, basketball, baseball?
No, just soccer really. I mean, I played baseball a little bit, but
Okay.
it was too competitive, and I wasn't that competitive.
Now, do you think that's from having a low sperm count? Low testosterone?
Maybe.
I would argue
Possibly.
it is. If you said you did. Because I feel like when you do have higher testosterone, it makes you more competitive. And you know the decline in men's testosterone throughout the years.
Yes.
Like, it's declining. I don't know what they're putting in the tap water, I don't know. But a 20-year-old today is like a 70-year-old man compared to the 80s. You know? Guys were a lot more masculine back then, and that's why I asked you over there, do you think it's a psyop, something the government's doing, trying to make men docile, don't want to fight for wars, or how do you feel about all that?
I can't really say if it's a psyops thing. That feels a little too conspiracy theory. I mean, not gonna lie, I guess it could be a thing in the way that like the crack epidemic was, or something like that.
We just right along with the crack epidemic, breaking up the nuclear family, the feminism rise, breaking up the household, put black men in jail, put single mothers on welfare, one government state controlling everything. I mean, that seems like where it's going in my eyes. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but
I mean, I wouldn't have thought it like that, but in some ways I can see how your community could see that?
I wouldn't even say my community. It's just people. Some people. It's a very small community. But I'm definitely, you know, reptilians and aliens, and the world is pretty sinister in my eyes.
Oh, I think the UFO files are a distraction.
From?
In the same way that the Epstein files are a distraction.
From?
From like just the bigger picture of how
The government wants to take over?
not just the government
New
wants
World Order?
not just the government wants to take over, but they'd rather have us fighting over something that, you know, keeps us distracted while they set up the system at large.
That's pretty much what I was just saying when you call me a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, yeah.
You know, in so many words, that's exactly what I just said. Because what are they distracting us from? Why are they doing this? Why would they be pushing this? You know what I mean?
It's like, why is it so important that trans people are the focus of everything?
Do you think they're the focus of everything, though?
No. I mean, I feel like it's an uncomfortable topic for some people, and I feel like uncomfortable topics are what hooks the news.
I feel like it gets, you know, because what is it, 1% of people are trans?
1 to 2%.
1 to 2%, right? And I feel like it gets pushed out there way more than it should. Where it has to be a distraction, right?
I mean, like, yeah. I feel like it's a media distraction.
I agree on that. I feel like they make it such a hot topic that, like, what else is going on? And that's what I say, what are they distracting us from, right?
Right.
So, what's really going on? I mean,
like, I guess the biggest thing that I feel like that people keep talking about that, like, it seems to be the distraction of is surveillance.
well, they have the Patriots Act. They have all our phones. They can film us through this camera.
I mean, I have no avail that this thing is always recording.
Always. Well, you can see it if you look at a camera. If you have a camera at your house, you can see it snapping pictures of your face constantly. I mean, they got us under a fucking thumb. They got us.
But they seem to want to do more surveillance. They want to push it further.
I think they want to enslave us all, make us docile, and not want to fight back and do what they want. Well, they're already pretty much at. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's at. So.
Almost a war for your sensibilities.
Well, there won't be a war because nobody's going to want to fight it. Look at the Epstein files, for example. You go on the internet, everybody posts. It's so fucked up. Epstein. Nobody's doing nothing about it.
No.
I mean, 200 years ago, I think there might have been a fucking war over it.
Probably.
And we thought the government was doing it. Now. We don't even have gun laws in this state. Gun laws were made to fight the government. You know what I mean? One thing I never understood about the Democratic Party, you know, I can get into how I was raised Democrat, was Democrats seem to hate the government, but Democratic Party is saying they want big government. That's what it is. It's big government,
right.
Small state, where Republicans more, you know, it's in your hands, less government.
Right.
So why would you want more government to a government you say you hate? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense.
It's its own catch-22.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. But you say you're hungry, so let's go find some food, and then I think this was a good interview.
Yeah.
Zena, appreciate you coming out. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Well,
besides follow Apache Bonez on YouTube, whoop whoop.
Yes, follow Apache Bonez. Well, I hope you all do well, and may peace be with you.
And also with you. We're out here, guys. We'll see you.